a lot of boomers and Gen Xers are surprising their bosses and saying no to promotions. And frankly, so are a lot of other people. So in today's video, I want to share with you what's going on, why people are saying no to promotions. So whether you're 50 or 60 years old or you're 30 or 40, there's something in this video for all of us. You know, when we're young, when we're in our 20s, we want to push ourselves. We want to be challenged. We want to know what we can do. And frankly, we have a lot of energy and we have a lot of time. And that's really the period of our life where it makes a lot of sense to burn that midnight oil, to work harder, to advance our career. Because frankly, being able to get a $10,000, $20,000 raise, a promotion, if you extend that out over a 40-year career, that's worth a lot of money to you. And so that's part of why boomers and Gen Xers are saying no, is it's just not worth as much to us, right? We're going to be retiring in 5, 7, 10 years. It's not worth as much to a 50-year-old as it is to a 25-year-old. But that's not everything that's going on. And one of the things that's going on is the desire to swap out the skills that we've created, the networks that we've created, the ability to get things done easier than we've ever been able to make it happen in the past. The institutional knowledge that we have, the relationships that we have, both within our team, within our company, and outside of the company, we can get things done with a couple phone calls that might have taken weeks to do when we were younger, or might have been impossible because we just didn't have the relationship. So as you're progressing in your career, you can ask yourself, do you want to use these skills to add additional control to your life and to build the life that you want? Or do you want to constantly chase the next promotion? The challenge with chasing the next promotion is it's going to include likely some tasks, some activities that we're not skilled at yet. And we're going to have to push ourselves. We're going to have to learn that. And that can be invigorating. That can be fun. That can be financially rewarding as well. But as we get older, there's other things that are rewarding and fun to us. And that's, frankly, having the ability to do both, to do a good job at work, but also have the free time and the flexibility to do other things that are important in our lives. As we get older, as we get better at what we do, we might be able to negotiate with our corporation and say, hey, you know what? I'd really like to work 4 days a week instead of 5. Or I'd really like to be able to work remotely 1 week out of the month. Or I'd really like to be able to work remotely for a month, 2 or 3 times every year, and get a chance to go somewhere else and do something. And for many of us, the ability to trade this off is much more valuable to us than getting another raise, getting another promotion. I thought that there was a really good TEDx talk, TEDx at Purdue, that talked about this, and I want to play that clip now. It's a little over 40 seconds, and then I'll come back and share some more thoughts.
Typically, what happens is people will take promotions either because they want the money, they want the prestige, or just because it's expected of them, even though it's to a position which doesn't match their personality, doesn't match their passions. She went on to say that the problem with this is that when you take a position that doesn't match what interests you, your stress level goes way up. Your performance goes down, usually. And the worst part of it is you take it home with you. Divorce rates go up. You have more conflict with your children. This is what I call the promotion trap.
So that gives you an idea of what I am seeing. People are saying, I want more freedom. Want more flexibility. I want more control over my life, as opposed to making another $5, $10, $15,000 a year. Now, there's no right or wrong answer for any of us. We all have to look at our own situation and say, would that extra $10,000, would that extra 15,000, whatever the promotion is, would that make a difference in our lives? And so I urge you, whether you're again 30 or 40, or if you're in your 50s and 60s, it makes sense for all of us to have a financial plan so we know how we're doing, and we can set goals. So we know once we hit that goal, if you're in your 50s or 60s, maybe it's time to think about retiring. And if you're in your 30s and 40s and you have this goal, it's good to know, are you on track to hit that goal? Are you behind? Where are you on that path? Because what you don't want to do is sacrifice unnecessarily to not spend a little more money on a trip, to not spend a little more money on adventures and experiences with your family and people you love. You'd hate to sacrifice unnecessarily and find out later you blew away your goal and you could have done a lot more when you were younger. So, having a financial plan is key. The gold standard is to work with a fiduciary financial advisor. A fiduciary is somebody like a doctor or a lawyer that legally has to put your interests in front of their own. Most people think that the vast majority of financial advisors are fiduciaries. That has not been my experience. Fiduciaries 100% of the time. So ask your advisor, are you a fiduciary to me 100% of the time? And if you're somebody and you know you're never going to hire a financial advisor, most good financial advisors charge about 1% a year. If that's you, I urge you to not build your own plan in Excel or Google Sheets. It's just too easy to make a mistake. There's really, really great software out there designed for people like you and I to put together our own financial plans. The software that I like is called Bolden, Boldin. You can sign up for it at this link here. It used to be called New Retirement. This video is not sponsored by Bolden, but I am an affiliate. So if you use this link, you'll be supporting the channel. Excellent software. It's very affordable. It's like $10 a month, $120 a year. Okay, let's keep going. So why are people saying no to promotions? And I think more and more people are just saying it's just not worth it. It's not worth the extra headache. It's not worth the extra work. It's not worth the extra hours. And it really depends on where you're at in your career. If you are a younger person, I think it makes a lot of sense to keep reaching for that next rung, as long as you're sure that your ladder is leaned up against the correct building. And so that's something when you're young, give yourself permission to meander just to make sure you're on the right career path. There's an analogy of a train. And if you're on the wrong train, it doesn't matter which stop you get off. It doesn't matter which promotion you take. You're still on the wrong train. But if you're on the right train, that can be exciting. And then just think about, as we get older, do we need to be making all these connections and switching trains? Or can we say, you know what? I want to relax a little bit. I want to sit back in first class on this train and have a cup of coffee and relax in the morning, as opposed to going through quarterly reports and making sure all the numbers are right at 6:30 in the morning. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this one, the YouTube algorithm says this is the next video of mine specifically for you to watch next. Thanks again for watching this one. Bye-bye.